Hey, it's Coach Jamila, and I'm a transformation life coach for women, coaches, executives, and entrepreneurs. And today I'm talking about something that you may have been struggling with, and that is niching down in your business. Now, there's a lot of fear around this because sometimes we can feel like, oh, well, if I niche down, so many people are going to miss out from what it is that I have to offer or I can do or I can help them with. And yes, you may have the skills and the modalities and the desire to change the whole world, but the truth and the fact of the matter is you cannot help everybody, okay? And so you have to have the trust and the faith that those individuals, when they're ready to seek out the help, that it will be available to them, that they are going to find the right person for them. And your job is to really focus on and do what you are really good at and stay in your zone of genius. So how do you go about determining what your niche is? So this is something that I've helped several coaches with, is really helping them to figure out what it is that they should be focusing on in their business, where it is that they can find that sweet spot of creativity and inspiration, because once you get clear on this, you will never struggle with your content creation or any of those things, because you're always going to know what it is you're talking about. And so the issue is when you're unclear on who it is that you serve, you don't know what to post about. You don't know what to do your videos on. You don't know what you're like, you're all over the place because you don't have a strategy. But when you know exactly who you're talking to, you know exactly what their problems are, you know exactly how you help them, then it's boom, bang, pow, and you have that clarity, and your inspiration and creative flow comes from that clarity. So in determining your niche, one of the best places to look is at your greatest success story. And you are your greatest success story. And in that, I mean, what is the greatest challenge that you overcame, that you just feel absolutely incredible about? Like you feel like, man, I nailed that one, right? I am not like a motherhood coach because I'm still figuring that out, okay? So I know that I'm not in a place to be like teaching anybody else how to, do mothering awesomely. Baby coach, yeah, maybe I could, because that I feel like I'm a really great mom when it comes to babies. But motherhood in general, I haven't mastered that. So I'm not going to coach around that. But what I do coach around is that emotional space, okay? Because those are the things that I have done myself, where I have experienced growth and transformation and can show people how to get to where I've gone. And I'm continuing. And so the further I get, the further I'm able to take my clients. And so I love this space that I'm in because I am on a mission to help strong women get rid of this inner struggle that they have, to let go of all this stuff that in their past that's holding them hostage inside, that they're not allowed to share or be vulnerable about because they have to be that pillar, that rock, that strength for everybody else in their life, okay? So that's what I do. That's my niche. That's my mission. That's my passion. That's what I get excited about, right? I'm talking to her, that leader, that business owner, that phenomenal high-powered coach that's going and doing and making things happen, but behind closed doors, she's the one that's struggling and falling apart, right? So you see how I'm so excited and energized about that? That's how you ought to feel about whoever it is that you're serving. You ought to have absolute certainty, like, yes, that is who I not only am working with, but who I want to work with every day, all day, every day of the week and the year, okay? Because what you really want to do is not only think about your greatest success story, but also think about the person and where they have to be in their life in order to take what you teach, apply it, and get the result that you promise or that you have seen, your program produce. Where do they have to be? Because they can't be all over the place and all end up in the same spot. And so you want to be even specific about where she is. Is there a particular woman in a particular industry that you very specifically can help with these 3 or 4 different specific issues to get this wonderful, amazing, incredible result? Yes, you should and can niche down that far, because the more you niche down actually is the way you find more clients. because those specific people are going to be looking for someone who can help them specifically. See, the more general you are, people are like, well, I don't know if she can really help me. What is it that she does? Because specific people have specific problems. So again, what is your zone of genius? What is your greatest success story? Who is going to get the best result from what it is that you do? And where is it that she or he has to be in their life in order to apply what you teach and boom, get the best result? So those are all the factors you want to consider when it comes to niching down, but you definitely want to let go of this fear surrounding that. You're in fact losing money by failing to narrow your focus. You are creating a huge headache for yourself by refusing to narrow your focus. And especially if your desire is to coach in a group setting, this is where I have seen from my own experience being a participant in group programs, is that they tend to bring together people from all these different levels and then try to get them to this result. And it can get very confusing and it can be very hard to muddle your way through that. And I've got a whole nother video on whether or not you should go with a one-on-one or a group, depending on where you are in your career. But we're talking about focusing on your niche here. And so I really want you to take the time and do this and think about the questions that I've given you. Get out some paper and pen, really give yourself the space to think about it and narrow your focus, because that's what's going to give you that clarity that's going to help you really get into action. Because I know you're already doing, things right now, but you may feel like you're spinning your wheels or you're running in place. And so once you get clear, that opens the door to that creative flow and inspiration. All right. So I want to thank you for watching. You're welcome to send me a DM on Instagram at Coach Jamila LV if you have any questions or comments on anything I've mentioned in this video, or you would like to talk further about it. You also can comment below, depending on which platform you're watching this. Please subscribe, like, follow. I appreciate the love and support. And I want to thank you for watching. You can also find me on Clubhouse at Coach Jamila LV. I do host a room once a week on various topics. And I look forward to seeing you there or here or wherever I am. You take care. All right. Thank you for watching.